everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video we are working more on my colorful tropical city. I'm honestly not sure what today's video is really going to consist of besides filler areas on my island. Also, I want to quickly disclaim apologies for any word stutters or just sounding tired and groggy still. If you're new to my channel, long story short, I've been fighting COVID for the last 2 weeks, so I've been not only very exhausted but just delayed on my content in general. So hopefully this passes soon, but I am definitely getting better. I mean, I'm obviously feeling a lot better and I'm posting again, but hopefully I will be back to posting pretty often like I usually do on my channel. All codes that I'm using will be found in the video's description, as well as the creators and owners that have made them. So if you want to go check them out, that's where you'll find all of that information. So my goals today basically is to incorporate a lot of filler areas. I have a lot of weird spots on this map already, so trying to focus on getting those areas filled up and not restarting constantly. I don't know about y'all, but I have been restarting this tropical theme for over a year, I want to say now. I originally started posting this island a long time ago on my channel, and it definitely looks a lot different from the first time I posted it. I've been redoing it and restarting constantly because I just don't really know kind of like what the vibe I wanted to do was at the time. And again, I'm just really picky with my layout. So I try to document my island as much as possible, because even if I restart constantly, I'm hoping that y'all will see something on a video and be like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I needed for my island for a spot. Even if I don't keep it, I'm hoping that y'all will use it sometime on your island. But I finally have found a layout that I'm really liking on the tropical city. Also, I don't know how many of y'all have been following my live streams on this tropical theme, but there is a lot of builds that I've done on those streams that I'm planning to recreate and add back to this island, because I did restart again to get a different map. And then if you have been following my videos, the KK slider store in BREWSTER Cafe is going to be on this island still. It's actually going to be pretty much in the same location. I'm just moving it over towards more of the right side of my map, because I wanted to be able to incorporate the pool over here. The pool ended up being a lot bigger of a build than I was expecting, and I feel like a pool is kind of a necessity for a tropical city. I mean, I wanted to make a pretty nice sized community pool area, so over where the fence is, that's where I'm going to be placing my KK slider store in BREWSTER Cafe. I'm also going to rebuild those, but you won't obviously see them on today's video because I've already done a video on those. So I will be adding those on to the location later on, so you will see how it looks and how I've transitioned over towards those builds. Alright, so after a few details, we're going to go ahead and transition over to how the island is starting to look and the progression that I've made over the last few days. I'm really happy with how the filler location for my swimming pool area turned out. A lot of you were asking for a community pool, and of course I wanted to do something like that anyways on this island, so I hope those who requested something like that get the inspiration they need for their tropical city. But also we're going to do a walkthrough of just like my island progression and my ideas and plans for the areas that are completely empty too. So as you can see, the entry is pretty much the same. The map that I chose for this third reset of this island actually still was able to make that entry with the angled highway look work, so I'm very excited about that. And then we just got a really simple transition moving up to the other build that you probably have seen from my last live stream. These two builds were my must-haves on my tropical city, so I wanted to make sure they made it back onto this island. Then of course, from my previous video on the realistic highway for any city core theme, I wanted to implement that build onto my tropical city, since this is basically a very big city, colorful, happy vibe, and I just knew it was going to be perfect for this island. My only negative with this highway rebuild is the map location I chose to build it. I didn't really have as much space as I had hoped for to transition from it, but I made it work, and I thought placing my house here to kind of hide the edge of my map a little bit better would be a really nice spot and just add a little bit more dimension to the build. I love doing these townhouses because it just adds a lot more structure to your island and makes them not feel as flat. And again, that is pretty much the same build from the highway video that we just did. I obviously have a lot of work to still do, but this is the most progress I've made on an actual island in weeks. It's just, I feel like there's been so much happening in real life and it's been preventing me from actually being able to build and make content. So having all of this done and rebuilt in the last couple of days has me so excited. And then over here is Tangy's house. I did this off camera and it honestly was supposed to be just a simple filler area, but it actually ended up blending a lot better than I expected. And I'm very happy with just how cozy that area felt. Over in that empty spot, I'm planning to do some more shops and you'll see that on my next video. I'm definitely going to be doing some more shop builds for y'all. And then of course, here is how the pool area ended up looking for today's video. It is definitely such a great filler idea if you're doing a theme like me. A swimming pool literally will fill up so many awkward spaces on an island. And as you can see, this was such a weird space because it's too small to do some sort of a store build, too small to do a parking lot. I did consider a tennis area over there, but I think I would rather have that closer to my actual beach. So I'm definitely going to be saving that for a different spot. All right, so for this location, you can see that I've made several changes to the structure of some of these builds and colors. I absolutely loved using the Nordic bookshelf on our last video for these builds, and I thought it looked so much better for the KK music store, so I ended up swapping those. If you want to learn how to build these, I will have all the videos linked in the video's description. And then for the BREWSTER store, I ended up swapping to TROPIKITCH's lighter color, and I actually took inspiration for this structure from my Dunkin' Donuts video. So if you want to learn how to build the BREWSTER style and learn how to make skylines like you see in the distance behind these builds, just being able to combine all of this together, I actually have the tutorial for the skylines as well inside the Dunkin' Donuts video. So again, I will have all of these linked in the video's description. Anyways, that's my island progress. I hope that next video we have even more progress and a nice build for y'all. I hope that this video brought you some motivation and inspiration for your Animal Crossing island. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.